I see a big problem, ladies and gentlemen. You probably have not seen us live. We uh, we had done a whole half-hour show, and I wasn't scheduled. I wasn't live, so you weren't seeing it. So this has been my number one faux pas today, and I do apologize if you were entertaining us. Um, we've lost the connection, so more than likely this show is going to have to be canceled. I do apologize for that because we were looking forward to it. So just check back. We hope to do another one next Friday with her, and hopefully it'll work out better. She's worked some lovely pieces. I see two people come on for a review. We've had technical difficulty on my part. I forgot to send us live, and then we did lose the connection, which is unusual, very unusual. But for those who watched, we had she had four items. This is in Bogalusa. Marcie's Antiques. It's in a building on Martin Luther King Boulevard in Bogalusa. And she had, first of all, a magnificent tiger oak desk with the inkwells folding. That was, I think, 450, 475, all subject to offers. Then she presented to us a magnificent wood burled walnut, small mantel clock. And that, I think, was like $45. Beautiful wood. She then showed us an antique sword cane that had brass head carved, brass tip, and magnificent ivory carvings on the handle. And I think she wanted 75. I forgot that. Then two soup ladles, and one saucepan, probably in brass, and those were like 25 each. And then she had a little whatnot thing and coins. She has a 1600 bronze. She said, I don't know the bronze, but she said bronze coins. She wants $4 each, or you can, for you coin collectors, you can make an offer. As we said, if you're on Facebook Live now, you can certainly make comments. I was wondering why we got no comments, or if you're on, and that's Facebook Bob Bockelman, and if you're on YouTube on our review, you also can make comments. Again, hoping that she'll come back in, but I would think by now that there would have been a reason that she could reconnect because we sent her the information to reconnect. So we probably will not have a lengthy show today because of one, my incapacities of forgetting to set live, and two, losing the connection just when we went live. And I know it wasn't connected there, related, excuse me. Again, as I mentioned, we have restaurant shows coming up. We have a great reader's review, which is a phenomenal, interesting brand new book being released on February 11th, and we're getting the author on the 17th, I believe. You'll have to check all the listings on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram. And it's a brand new book on Mardi Gras. Not that we don't have her, but it's from a very different perspective. So that's what makes it so unique. I'm hoping you watch that. We have another authoress. We haven't finalized her date. Two chefs coming on February 17th from Katy, Texas, with a great restaurant that's affiliated with its own winery and grapes. And then another restaurant, well, excuse me, the chef who has his own catering firm in Dallas, Texas, is very well appreciated. Again, before we sign off, we're going to go ahead and tell you to please refer us to anyone who would be interested in one if they want to have their own show. We have a lot of flexible time. We have 13 scheduled shows that various shows that we will be programming to as we get the appropriate guests to match that topic. But we also have a lot of programming time for anyone to do their own show for their own purposes, or co-host with me on certain shows, or whatever, or advertise or sponsor the shows. There's all those opportunities with our networks. It's just been launched on February, in the beginning of February, which we're still there. I think that might be it. As I mentioned, please send any of those. Oh, if you want to send any recommendations to me, it's at rrevue.net.com. Send it through that or on the Facebook Live under my name, and we'll get in touch with those folk and give them an opportunity to appear on one of these shows. So if you're, let's just run real quickly down. If you're an antique dealer like this Marcie is, let us know. We'll be happy to show your wares in one show, or you have an ongoing situation or an auction, we'll be glad to cover that. Two, we have, of course, our premiere, the restaurant show, which has three subsets depending on where the chef is located. We just mentioned two of those upcoming in February and March. We have our readers review, which we mentioned. We have two authors, one already pegged. Uh, we have the real review, which is the film, and we were talking to one filmmaker. We're hoping that he will come on. We haven't consummated that yet. We do have others. I kind of our sleeper baby. It's called Rags Review, which is a combination of an interior design and runway show. So we're working with a local seamstress, an aspiring seamstress, and we're putting together a collection that we will show here, as well as we're going to be going around to different venues to see it in person. So those who are fortunate enough to live in New Orleans, they'll be able to see it in person. Um, the realty show is still doing that, looking for agents in the general area of Louisiana that would willing to come and co-host a week or continuing basis to show residences that I have for available to the public. We have my old mind's forgetting. I don't think of. A great new one coming up. I don't think we finalized the date yet, but it's going to be an evening show. You know, some of these are in the evening so far, and that is Talk to the Tarot. For those who followed us on the previous internet station, we have our resident psychic Robin Denon from California, and she will take and do a tarot card reading, at least of 15 minutes, or as a psychic and a medium, she will also be able to contact people that you'd be interested in that's no longer with us. So that's really fascinating. That show will start soon, and it'll be on. I know it's going to be on 6 p.m. New Orleans time, or excuse me, 8 p.m. New Orleans time, because she's emanating at 6 from Chicago, from San Francisco, California. So we'll tell you. I think it's the probably Wednesday. Well, and again, just look for Talk to the Tarot publication of when the first date is, and that'll be weekly after that time. And I think you'll enjoy that. That's fun. And even if you haven't prepared a reserve your time 15-minute time slot in advance, or if not, you can just call in, and at the first opportunity you will be put on to get either your reading or speak to someone. So that's unusual, and I think you'll enjoy that. And then the last one, Know Your Nonprofit. That allows any nonprofit, and of course we're probably trying, just like everything, in expiring or young or growing organization, as opposed to the well-established that everyone knows all around the world or all around the nation. We give them a whole hour to talk about their services, show some of the stuff they offer, and real pleased with successful on the prior station. So as we build up, that'll be it. Okay, I'm going to sign off from here, because, and I apologize again one last time profusely, so you won't waste too much of your time, that logical problem happened, and I'm going to contact our lovely auctioneer, well, antiquer, who find out if she, I'll call her on the phone and see if we have a connection, see if she can determine what happened. So if you're interested in seeing more of this series, we will probably be back next Friday and sometime in the afternoon. It only runs from 10 to 4 on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the sale. And so we come in at some point during that time, and usually a Friday, so it won't be so congested with the people who come on the weekend. All right, this is Bob Bockelman apologizing. As we said, we are a part of the New Orleans TV Internet Network system, and this was Rarity Review. See you soon. Stay tuned. Bye, everyone.